The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Jaguars 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. Yeah.
They go play action with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
10 Lobo. Ever go 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Bring it. Hey, 2. Ever go 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I got you. I got you. Ever go 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I'm coming.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Bravo. You can't block me. You can't. Go. Ever go 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Ever go 37's the Mike. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff for Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Titans 10, Jaguars nothing.
Second and 8 coming up.
Hey, Haywood. At 25 the Mike. We're going 25 the Mike. Bring it. Bring it. At 25 the Mike. Go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown Jaguars. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill looking deep for Julio. It got his man complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
On first down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep. He gets away from one. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Jaguars 7. Sam Sloman set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On play action, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence, rolling to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. play action. It's Tannehill. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Leo.
They'll try the left side with ETN. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 26. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here we go. 18 Gator. I got you. And we're going 37. Hey, Charlie. Come on. There.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready. 8-3. You break some track. He's checking. Go on. Hey, alert 3.
Back to the ground with ETN. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackled by Christian Fulton. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Hey, I 7. Mike 37. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
61, match up it.
Lawrence will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now a first down throw. Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he will have a Titans first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill going to throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action with Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Tannehill. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Tannehill. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Flipper. Kill, kill, kill. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. X3, 218, chop it. Kill, kill. Hey, lock it. Rock it. Now.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Protein spill.
Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
A big man.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 20.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Come on, QB, come on. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. There we go. Hey.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Christian McCaffrey. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. To return, here's Agnew. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Flushed out right. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's a give to Etienne. 76 yards on the ground for him so far.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
80 weapon. Now. Mike 37.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
And we're going 37 is the Mike.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here we go. 30.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I got one. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
They gonna need some.
You're hot.
Hip.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Escaping the pressure right. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here's Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Titans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.